Hello everyone, I am Saipem and I'm here again to show you one of my games just a little while ago. Okay, so we are up against now a Terran which is Chris Bell. He's around, oh no, he's around 4441, but he's a Master 3 Terran, and we have been recently matched up quite often. Okay, so we are up against a Terran, but the opening that I did here, we will not focus on the opening, what kind of opening I did here, but we will be focusing more on the macro and micro and how you defend the very early push of stimpack timing Marines. So right now with the patch that happened, the recent changes in stimpack, they made the stimpack research faster. So now it is 100 seconds only. So 100 seconds. So that is 1 minute and 40 seconds. So that is quite fast. So usually what the Terran now do, if you will align yourself with the stimpack timing attack, that usually hits around 5 minutes and 25 seconds, or 5 minutes and 30 seconds, so something around that. And what I usually do there is I can drone up to 4 minutes and 30 seconds, and then I'll start making units just to defend the two drops that will be coming at 5:30. So at 5:30 usually will happen is they will already have a two medivacs full of marines. So that's two medivacs with 16 marines in total already at your base, dropping at your base. So that is how stimpack timing attack works. But with this timing attack, what Terrans usually do is they no longer wait for the medivac, because the core of the steampack timing attack is usually the medivac. You have to wait for the medivac and of course the steampack. So right now they don't wait for the medivac anymore. So they will just push you with a lot of marines in a certain timing. Okay. So now as you can see, he's already tacking up with into marines. Okay. So we'll be so it will you will, they will push at any time. So this is one of the indication that happened, that I know that he will be pushing anytime. I'll get it back a bit. So 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 how did I know? Because what he did here, he he let it fly the command center or the orbital command at this time. But as you can see, that is very risky for him or quite costly for him, because while the orbital command is up in the air, of course these SCVs are not flying. So obviously, the reason why he made this up is because all he wants to do is just to kill this overlord. Now, why do you want to kill that overlord? Because you want to deny the scout. You want to deny the scout. That's why when this overlord has been killed, I know that something is up. Okay, so something is up, or otherwise he won't be bother, or he won't bother to fly this orbital command just to kill this overlord. So I know that maybe that he will now attack at any time. And with this lots of marines at just 4 minutes, that's too much. That is too much. That's for sure. So at this point he already have three barracks. That's also too much for at this time. Is otherwise he's going for a attack. But at this time I know I have no vision with these three barracks. Okay, so that's how many is this one? That's already 8 plus 4, that's 12 marines, so that's too early. So what will happen here is just he will just wait for the steampack to finish up, and then he will attack. But now, he knows the timing of the steampack attack, so he will now move out, and when around he gets here, he know that the steampack will be finishing up. Okay, so I'll just fast forward this a bit. Now, he already denied my overlord, so there's no way that I can see this move out. That's why this is one of the what I always do. I always put a Zergling in a third base location, and I sent out a Zergling, just this one Zergling. Okay, so this one Zergling was able to spot these marines. So there's no way that these marines are just random in this location. There's no way that this is also misclick. because this guy is already in master, so there's no way that he can be misclick these marines all the way in this part of the map. So I know that he's making a move out. So right now, I think I'm gonna make links. So I know that what he will be doing. Okay, so I'm making links and I'm queuing up more queens. Now, why am I queuing up more queens? So I'm planning to pull all my queens. So this queen and this queen to defend this. Okay, I want to defend this. Okay, so I'll be pulling all my queens in a minute, in a second. I know I'll be pulling. Ah, yeah, okay. So I'll be pulling my queens to defend this. Okay, pulling my queens. Of course, I have to move these drones away. So you don't want to get these drones killed. So what will happen here is what he wants. What the usually these marines his objective is to kill the third base, and that will be a very big deal for us because of course Zerg must be always up by one base. So if the Terran is in two bases, you must be in three bases. If the Terran is in three bases, the Zerg must be in four bases. That's a general rule. Okay. So I'm pulling all my queens. Again, I'm not sacrificing or attacking these six links because these six links will not do much with these marines. It will just die with no apparent reason. So now I'm waiting for my Zerglings to come out and my queens. I can actually my queens I can attack using my queens, but I know that since he is focusing my hatchery, he won't be attacking this much. But in case that he will attack my queen, that is also good for us because if ever my queens die, is okay because I already have one queen here, already one queen here and another queen here, so my injects won't be that late. And if he attacks my queen, therefore my hatchery is not will not be attacked. Therefore, for sure the hatchery will live. Okay, and killing these marines. So generally, what you want to do is to buy time for my. I want to buy time for my links to come out. I'm just waiting for my links. Okay, so there you go. So my well, attack, and then he will be, and that's a very good defense for me. Did he kill any drone? Yeah, he killed one drone. Okay, so now I am way ahead. I'm sure of that because he sacrificed those marines with no apparent reason again. So I'm sure that I am ahead. So as you can see for the units loss again for the units loss against Zerg, the Zerg must have more losses than you, and that is natural. That the Zerg is fine with it. But if you are your losses is equal to the Zerg, or you have greater losses than the Zerg, then you are in a bad spot. Okay, so as you can see, I'm already at 42 drones, and I've been mining for quite time, and his SCV is already at 42. I saw already at 42 SCV. Now my macro is not the best in this game because as you can see, I already have 900 minerals and 500 gas, so that is not good for me. uh, if I would have made a hatchery here and here, I could have got I would have got my lair and also my two evolution chambers. That would be great for me, but all things considered, I'm still in a very good spot because I know that his third is not yet up because there's no third here unless he got it. He will get this part, but again, I'm still in a very good spot. So that is how you defend that push. So at this point, that's pretty much a macro game. Okay, that's pretty much a macro game. So I'm getting my gas, and I already have gas here, and my two evolution chambers. Where am I building it? My building is just finishing up. So I'm planning to play Mutaling Bane. Mutaling. No, sorry. Hydraling Bane. So if you are playing with Hydraling Bane, you don't need that much gas. So what I'm getting only is this gas, and this gas, or maybe around four gases only. That's all you need. You don't need that much gas. Again, my macro in this game is not that big. Okay. So now all I have to do is to be aware of where is the drop coming because there's for sure that there is a drop coming. So again, this is the drop, but I haven't seen this yet. So if you look at my vision, okay, look at my vision, I can see it here. Okay. So now my third is saturated, and saturated. The minerals are saturated. That is what important. And I also do this against Terran. So I double expand here and expand here, because usually they will be able to cancel one of their expansions. So if they will be able to cancel this one, I still have another base here. And they usually check only for my fourth base here because they assume that this is my fourth base. But they are right, this is my fourth base, but I have a backup base here. So that's why I double expand. So if ever one of my expansion get cancelled, it's fine with me. And this drop, I have to defend this drop very well. So all my minerals are already saturated. I don't need to saturate my gas that fast because again, I don't need that much gas. I only need around 3 or 4 gases just to make some banelings and hydra. It's not that gas intensive. So okay,
Our army be scrapped.
so now I've seen this drop. Okay, so I'm morphing some banelings. Okay. And I just have to deny this drop. I don't need to kill this drop. I just have to deny it. So I will be able to get the group wrap around and force a pickup. Now I know that he will be here. That's why I left some of my links here just to defend for this drop. But because when he drop here and then pick up again, he might drop here again. So that's bad for me. That's why have to I leave some of my units here. Okay, so again, as of now, I am quite ahead, even though my supply doesn't say that much, but I'm pretty sure that I'm ahead. Okay, so I just have to defend everything that he's doing. Okay, so let's look at. Okay, so I was not able to see, but this is what good. This is what good. So I was able to get a run by here. So this is a very good run by for me. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I think I'm gonna send these links. Yeah, okay. So I sent these links out to get here. Okay. So I know that there are two medivacs somewhere in the map. So are somewhere around here and they're here. Now, for if he is going for a move out, therefore there will be no units in his space. So he was not able to leave any marines or just a siege tank here will be very good for him just to deny these links. But this run by this just how many links? That's just 16 links and he was able to kill. Let's see how many can we kill. That's very bad for him. Okay, so I was able to kill. Oh, that's 14 SCV. So what I usually do is after I send these links out. Okay, so I'm sending these links out. I'm immediately queuing up more links because if ever that he moves, he decided to push, I can still defend. Okay. But now my links are out of in the map, and I think my bane links are not ready yet. And we have here a push. So I don't have to sacrifice these links just to kill this because there's no way that I can kill this push with just these links. So what happened here is I sacrificed this space. So you can have that base. I still have one more here. I still have one more base here. So I don't really need to push. So from this point, all you have to do is just to macro and micro well. So macro and micro well. So we have again a run by here. Okay, so that's a good cleanup. So at this point, you can have another set of links. Okay. And make your macro hatch because your minerals will start to flood for sure because I almost have 4 base saturation of minerals. Okay, so my links are still here even if he decided to drop here, I can still defend that very well. So I'm making banelings again, so I don't need to kill this with just zerglings. I don't need to kill that. So I think one of the error that I should have done here is I was not able to cancel his fourth base here because I'm assuming that he doesn't have a third base yet. No, he already have a third base. It's not yet saturated, so there's no way that he will have by his fourth base. But his fourth base is already up, so that's bad. That's actually bad for me. We want the Terran to prevent the expansion of Terran as much as we can. Okay. So again, all you have to do is macro and micro up. So right now, I'm just making a lot of army. I think I'm still at 62. Okay, so my macro again is not that good in this game. But because of the push that I was able to So again, I'm going for a big run by. So again, I sent out these links, and I still have this army here. Of course, this army cannot prevent any push incoming. That's why I'm queuing up more Zerglings. So if ever he pushes here, all I have to do is just cancel this one and just drone up this one. So my big run by is coming. My very big run by, I think it will be. Come on, hello. Oh no, I think I'm waiting for the Terran to push. So if I see him pushing here, therefore most of his army is here. That's why. So not only means that his base doesn't have any that much army. Okay, so I'm waiting for that. Let me show you one of the trick. Okay, so what I'm doing here. Okay, so my run by is here. So I didn't run these links inside yet. So if you will look at my vision, this is my vision as my camera view. Okay. So I saw that there is a slight glitch here. Yeah, as you can see, so I see that his army is here. That's why I decided to run my links here. Okay. To kill a siege shrunk, that's very good already. Kill a bunch
Evolution
of
complete.
SCVs. So here I was able to force him back, force him to go home. Forcing a Terrence go home is really good. Therefore, you still have time to stock up and make more armies. This doesn't look that efficient, but I was able to kill a lot of the CVs at that time, and I was able to force the Terran to come back home. So that's bad for him. Again, if he wants to attack, he has to walk again all this his army all the way from here to here, or wherever here. And my this one is already finishing up. I think my layer is done. Oh, okay. Not yet. I should have got my layer earlier. There. So again, I'm tacking up. This army is already enough to deal with this, with his army. So again, as you can see, I'm sending out one link at a time because I have to know where he'll be coming from, where he will be pushing coming from, so I can set up a surround. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for a run by again anytime soon. Okay, so I dropped some changeling and I was able to confirm, okay, his army is here. So I immediately split my army to here and to here. So if ever he attacks here, this army will attack here and this army will attack here. Yeah, he will get surrounded and that's a pretty good win for me. Okay. But I think I quite see that he's not pushing here. He will be pushing here. So I'm backing this up. And I think I'm going to push this here. Yeah. Okay, so pushing it here, I think I will have a misclick here. Yeah, some misclicks. So some misclicks will be happening here. Yeah. So that's bad for me. Also this one, that's really bad for me. This is one of the more tricks that you can do. So after the Terran killed a lot of units, for sure that he will be pushing more. So as you can see, the siege tank will be unsieged now, and they will have to reposition. And I know that he will unsiege his siege tanks. That's why I'm setting here a surround. Okay, just pure links to kill the tanks. Okay, so now I'm backing up. I'm waiting for links to. So the idea is this army and this army must surround this perfectly. That in a way that they must be able to surround or attack at the same time. This army. Okay, so I know, even though I cannot see, so I don't have vision of the tanks, but I know that his tanks will be unsieged at that time. Okay, so I'm taking advantage of that. Okay, so now I just
Base
have
is
to wait
under
for
attack.
this.
Our
Okay,
forces are under
and when it
attack.
attacks, this will also attack. See?
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, my links were able to clean up the tanks, and this is a pretty good cleanup. Now I decided to back up because there is still a marines left over. I cannot kill that with this army. All when you playing with Hydraling Bane, you should always take care of your hydras. If your hydras doesn't have any supports, you don't have, for example, you don't have any ling and banes, you just have to pull back and wait for your lings and banes to support that because hydras are quite expensive.
Our army base is under attack.
Okay, so that's why I'm pulling back. Okay, I'm pulling back and I'm waiting for my banes. Okay, so that's actually bad. There. I waited for my bindings and then I will be able to force some pickup. Okay, so there are more here, I think. Okay, that's too much. So again, I back it up because I cannot kill that. And I pretty sure that I have a good engagement, but for some reason he has too much. And as you can see, his upgrades are not that good as well. I'm already my plus two is already finishing up. But now I don't have to again kill this army because I already have a base here and a base here. Again, my as you can see, I only have how many gas? Six gases. Oh no, five gases. This one is not actually saturated, but my gas are already tacking up too much. Okay.
A creep tumor is under attack.
Then what happened? Oh, I made a run by here again. This is a good run by again for me.
Mutation complete.
So again, I'm not pushing this army. I don't need to fight his army really. Did this run? Okay. So again, I don't know where his army is. That's why I'm taking down these rocks so that I can have a better surround. So I'm making a run by again. That's a very bad run by for me. But I was able to confirm where his army is. Where is his army at? Okay. So now I know that his army is somewhere here. So as you can see, okay, so what I'm doing is
Hey, your forces are
okay.
under attack.
So I think I will be sacrificing this base again. There's no way that I can defend that. I'll be splitting here in any time. Okay, so split, and split here. Okay. So if ever he engages here or here,
Oh my
okay.
gosh,
So
they're
I think
attacking
I'm
our creep
going,
tumors.
yeah. So again, at this point, I know that he will be unsieging his tank. That's why I went for a push. Okay. So as you can see, okay, so you can see, he was able to kill my base here, and he has liberators here. So I know that at some point that he will unsiege his tank again. So at that is the best time that I have to surround him. Okay, so as sieging this tank, I think he will do that. Yeah, okay. So doing that, he unsieges liberators. For sure, he unsiege all of his liberators and tank at the same time. That's why I'm going in. So I'm going in, and the Terran was got a little too greedy and engaged me in my creep. So that is really bad for a Terran. Okay. So what will happen here? Just zoom it out. So I was able to have a very good connection here in my Marines, and that is a very good cleanup for me. So I need to do, all I need to is defend these and these, but basically that's already DG for him. Okay, so that's basically GG for him. Okay, his losses. Okay, so I still have more losses, but again that's bad for him. Okay, so right now, I don't know. I'm actually not aware that I am ahead. So as you can see, I have a very large army compared to him, and I can absolutely kill this army of his. But again, I don't know that this is the only army that he has. That's why I'm not engaging. But I'm doing a run by again. I think my 3-3 is almost finishing up, and it's already a 3-3. It's really good. Okay, there. Okay, So my run by will be coming here anytime soon. Okay, so I know that most of his army is here, and this run by will. Okay. So remember that these links are already 3-3 and the adrenal glands is already done. So this will be a very powerful run by. I think that's pretty much it. Okay. So again, I'm not engaging this army. I really don't. I have no reason for engaging this army because I know that I'm quite ahead. Okay. See, so can you see how powerful these links are? Okay, so my links are all here, and I figure out that hey, I think I can run this to kill this base. Okay, so I think I'll be using that. Okay. So I use this army, because I'm pretty sure that with this army I can still kill this army because I already have my investor. And any minute my opponent will start to GG out. So if he engages here, he's pretty much dead because I have an infestor. I think more infestor is coming. Yeah, more infestor is coming. I'll be doing more infestors. So as you can see, the supply will not lie. And my opponent decided to GG out. So that is how I was able to defend the really early pressure push up of Marines with stimpack without medivacs. So it will come really early. Okay. And I think that's all for this video, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Again, don't forget to follow and like my page in Facebook, that is Real. Also, don't forget to subscribe in my YouTube channel. So if you have any recommendation for a video's video, don't forget to comment down below. And of course, if you like and enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, thumbs up. Again, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.